I want to ask you about your when you prep for acting roles and as you as you grew into your acting, in your craft. How selective are you now with your roles? Because before it was like you had to, kind of get in the loop and all that stuff. But as
Mhm.
you've gotten, as your career evolved, how selective are you about your roles, or are you?
Essentially, I've always been selective. I haven't just done any and everything. Um, what I tried to gravitate to was toward opportunities that could help me grow and help me exercise the stuff that I learned in classes and just life experiences itself. So I've always been somewhat selective with the resources that I had. There were some points
Mhm.
where I was selective, but it may not have been the best funded production, but still I was able to grow from it. So I've been selective throughout my entire career in preparation for me now, because initially, yes, it was still exercising things that I learned in class, learning my own rhythm, my own
Yes, yes.
process. At this point in my career, my initial main um, focus is the character building. So I want to know
Mm.
who the character is before I even.
And what does that look like?
That's looking at the character, identifying the character's personality, looking at the script, tying so reading the script probably about 5 to 8 times fully prior to even just focusing on my character, knowing where my character fits into that story, what his purpose is, why he's saying certain things, and then also looking at that character, evaluating has has this type of character been done before? I'm looking at that and I'm making sure I'm not copycatting something that
Mm,
I've already seen,
got it.
fully developing an authentic character in itself, a separate person. Physically, I try and look different in majority of all my
Yeah, I
roles,
see that. Yeah, yeah.
and really like identify as a different person and step outside of myself.
Oh, okay, got it. Duly noted. And how do you what is your process of getting out of that character once it's done? Because some people stay in characters. I know a lot of people talk about that and how they allow that character to consume them, and that could be very dangerous. So I just wanted to know what your
I
approach
know,
is.
I'm trying to figure that out. I
You trying to figure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
trying to figure that one out. Like prior to, I would probably not the best outlets, coming out of it. Now I'm just realizing coming out of certain characters are getting back to what my day-to-day basics were. So discipline. That's
This
really
okay,
what's working for me right now. Getting back
got
to
it.
what I was doing daily. Yeah.
Duly noted. Yeah. So now is there a role that you turned down that you regret turning down?
Mm, no.
No.
There's a role. There's a role where I essentially feel like could have either helped me evolve or pulled me into a dark hole. And
Mm.
I chose not to explore it by choice. And
You don't want to
that
talk
was,
about which one it is, or you just want to leave
I
that?
mean, it's so it was a movie role where it was essentially the character had a drinking problem, and
Oh,
I had
okay.
a drinking problem in real life. So
Got you. Imitating life. Mhm.
yeah, would I be pulled into wanting to go back to that, or will I grow from it? And I just really in that moment didn't feel like chancing it.
I got you. I respect that wholeheartedly. Are you able to share which project it was?
What was the name of that movie? I don't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
Because you had so many. I know you. I know it's hard. I know I'm trying to keep track. You had so many. I understand. No worries. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Emery. I understand because you're
Oh,
that dude. And so, as I was remember, I was interviewing with DC Chambers uh, about a week or so ago, and I was telling him like my top five to be actors. You were honorable mention, so it was
mm,
my top five was DC Chambers, Lamaster Spratling,
mhm,
Ron Ford. It was Nelson J. Davis.
mhm.
I'm trying to get him on, by the way. Yeah, and it was a tie between Kamel Hassan and Kamal Smith.
Mm,
So those like so I say if you get them in audition, like you they get in the part. So they like the
yeah.
top tier, and then you're an honorable mention as well as um Gravy, Jamal Woodard.
Will it? Yeah.
Yeah, Willard.
Mhm.
Yeah. So being with that being said, I know you worked with most of them. So and I'm going to be messy here. Who who is the top person that you work for? Like who was like your favorite perfect person to work with out that list I gave you?
Mm, so DC, I'm not sure who that is. Respectfully, I
Mhm,
don't
mhm,
know.
mhm.
And then the last guy you named, 'cause
Was well, Kamal Smith. 'Cause
no,
I mean, yeah, you got to know
no,
who
not
he
the
is.
last guy, not Jamal Wood.
Are you talking about Nelson J. Davis?
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is either.
Oh, really? Because he's
Yeah.
like the king of Tubi movies. Like every time he's in every other.
Oh, okay. I'll
Yeah.
have to check him out. I'll have to check him
Yes.
out in
Yes.
DC.
I think
So,
y'all like neck and neck and sort of, yeah.
okay. And so Kamal Smith, that's one of the guys that I met at that first audition that I told you about back in 2005. So
Oh,
I
okay.
was him, so him, myself, and Des Cortez. We were all in that same play. It was called Love Is back in 2005. We all became close. So that's like my guy. That's like my brother right there. Camille, I know I've known him for a while, but I knew him when I was younger in high school as well. We played
Wow.
basketball against each
Okay.
other. And then Dewan Ford, I met him years ago. So that's one of my guys as well. So I'm gonna say collectively, all three of those guys are my favorite to work with out of that list.
Yeah, because you have a friendship with them as well. So I
Yeah.
think that's great. So tell me about this movie,
So
Murder and
Murder
Below.
Low, that's one of my favorite productions that I've done. I definitely
Okay.
have my favorites, that's probably my top 3 productions that I've done. And Murder and Merlot, amazing talent within. You got Kamal Smith,
Mm.
myself, Amir Garrison is actually one of my favorite actors to
Which
work
one is
with.
that?
The one standing next to me,
Okay.
and then the other young lady's name is Cookie. She's like a newcomer.
Cookie.
She's doing
Okay.
pretty well. Yeah. So that was that production itself. Everybody had great chemistry. Everybody flowed. The storyline flowed, and the energy was jumping off the screen.
Oh, nice. So please make sure you check that out, Murder and Merlot on Tubi. And also the one I just played for you in the beginning of this video is called Trouble. That is in December. He has a few things coming out in December. So please make sure you check out go on his Instagram page. It's going to be in the description box as well. And just check out, he has an amazing body of work here, you guys. All
Thank
right.
you.
So yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. So Kimberly Black was asking how do Kimberly, I don't know if you know this or not, but Detroit is the new Hollywood, sweetie. Detroit is popping.
Yeah. As far as
Detroit,
indie
Chicago.
stuff,
Yeah.
independent world-wise, there's something being filmed every single week here in Detroit. That is no
Yeah,
exaggeration.
yeah.
That is no exaggeration.
I
Multiple
know,
things being
right.
shot every week, and
Oops, my bad.
I I find a lot of my roles so pre as far as the independent world, I find a lot of my roles just off of my connections to a lot of the people in this industry, and also just like everybody else, word of mouth,
Yes.
social media, casting platforms,
Mhm.
actors access, backstage, you name it.
Yeah, so because there's a lot of independent filmmakers. That's why I gotta give my props to the Tubi platform because I know we joke about how Tubi is like the urbanist ghetto most movies out there. Some of the movies are not that greatly written or edited. It's not that some of them are not
Good
doesn't
call.
have great acting, but it's still a platform for a lot of the independent filmmakers out there. A lot of artists, a lot of people that are getting a footing.
Yeah,
Tubi is that platform, and I gotta commend Tubi for that. It's been an amazing platform for you. I know that you're a living testament to that.
yeah.
So so I wanted to make sure that I put that out there as well. But oh, I want to ask you. I forgot to ask you this. So when you mentioned about you was done with acting at some point, it was a period where you slowed down on acting. You did the corporate route again. Um, when did you decide to get back into that the acting? an acting realm, and how how was you able to get back into it? Like, were you able to just, I mean, because I know you have a lot of connections, but how does one go from, okay, I'm done with it for a while, let me take a break from it, and then just go back right into it? Like, how does
Essentially,
that
I
transaction work?
never really left it because I still had an agent while I was in LA, so I was still
Okay.
doing auditions and stuff like that, and, I mean, corporate was just my main focus, so essentially I never really left. I just kind of would decline, certain stuff for like commercials and stuff like that. It's like I don't have the time. This is the priority. I can't keep doing this. And then after a while, once was, I want to say we were about 5 years into marriage, and I was just miserable. I was
Mm.
miserable in corporate. Like when I tell you, I done had about from 2010 till now, I probably done had about 40 high paying like corporate jobs. Cause I used to,
What?
I
40?
was
I mean, come on, that's
between 35 and
what?
40, and I would get jobs, then I would get booked for something and quit. And then I would go back, or to a different job or whatever. But that inconsistency is what, the ex-wife was kind of like,
Yeah,
you need
like,
to figure something out.
you need to find you something to do, like, you need to find something steady to do, like,
Right.
"This ain't
So
working for me."
I was always that would push me to abuse alcohol because I was very, very
Mm,
depressed and just miserable in corporate America. Like I hate being in those type of environments. I hate being confined to a set schedule every single day, the same thing. You chasing people, trying to get clients. It was just too fake
it
for me.
was, it was. Yes, and oh, my co-host has another question here. Hey, go ahead, my co-host.
I've sent my stuff to Tyler Perry before and have I've submitted to a lot of stuff. I've had agents submit me to stuff with Tyler Perry. I mean, that was when I was based in LA. I was willing to travel. Still
Right,
willing to travel. I mean, I'm open for the opportunity. I feel like my next step in life is going to be network television. So,
got it, and it should
I,
be, it should be.
and I think it'll come at the right time. I
Yeah,
needed
I was
this
gonna say that,
life
but mhm,
experience to
yes. Yes, I was gonna
move
say that
on.
what God has for you is for you, if you
Yeah,
believe.
that's why I
You
ain't tripping. I know what's next. He's
yeah,
already told me. I'm just
mhm,
like, waiting on when. But I think over the past few weeks, the discoveries I've made helped me. It was almost like all right, cool, that test is complete. Now you moving on.
yes. But like I said, everything happens in this divine order, but, you are where you need to be at this point, Emory,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and I'm proud, we're proud of you here, we're proud of you here, you
Mm.
know? Yeah, so, now let me ask you this, how content are you now, Emory? And honestly, how content are you right
I'm
now?
not content at all. I mean, I'm here in Detroit because of purpose. I'm here. I'm my mother's caretaker, so I'm
Mm,
helping her out along with my sister.
okay.
I'm pretty much back in corporate as of 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, how's that going for you? I remember you
Trash,
spoke about that.
trash.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? I won't say trash. You know what I'm doing every day? I'm acting. I'm in character every day, in this job, and
mhm,
I know it's temporary.
got it.
So I'm not content at all. I just don't know what the next step
Yeah,
is.
but exactly, I'm so glad that we mentioned that about you still working a regular job in between roles because again, you don't know when the next act is going to come in, and that's why it's so important to be financially literate as well.
Mhm.
While in between those gigs, and also be mindful of the fact that you still got bills, you still got pension, you still got health benefits, you got a child to take care of, so those things have to come into place. So I'm glad that you are still able to balance it. How do you balance it? The
Day
acting
by
and
day.
you
Day by
said
day.
just
I mean, but
okay.
right now in this moment, I'm more so again just another pivot, where I'm like, let me just get this 6 months focus, rack up the commissions, bonuses, and all that type of stuff as much as I can, and then we'll reevaluate in April.
Got it. Alrighty. And so now what is next to come? I know this movie Trouble, and what is next to come for Emory?
As far as projects,
As far as projects, life, everything.
as far as life, I have no idea. I'm on a train with the windows are black in front of me.
Mhm, mhm.
But as far as projects, the next one would be a Sideline Obsession. I'm pretty much playing
Yes,
like
okay.
it's a psychological thriller. I'm playing crazy, and then Trouble. I'm
You ain't
playing crazy
crazy.
as well. That's why I'm
But
like,
you know
man,
what?
that movie
You
is
ain't crazy. I'm saying, I'm sorry. I have to get the benefit of the doubt here real quick. I'm not condoning the crazy stalking that the character that Emery's character is doing in this movie, but it's just something about his character because see, I don't know about anybody else, but see, I don't mind Emery stalking me for a little bit. I don't mind him following me. I don't mind him following me around and giving me all that attention and stuff. I don't know because see, he's crazy in this role, but he's so sexy though.
oh.
Oh my god! I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would. I'm like, I'm probably one of those people like, you stop that, Emery,
But
you
keep going, right.
stop that. You can't be doing that. This is not right.
Stop, don't stop. Yeah.
Yeah, like just stop, but don't. But I mean, you're not supposed to be. But stop, don't stop. Don't be doing this. But like I said, but you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is, Emery. I'm gonna let them know. His character is his character, the system messed him up. The system messed him up because he wasn't given the proper mental health resources, you guys. That's what happened. He wasn't given the proper mental health resources. And so he grew up, not able to adapt to the fact that she ain't want him anymore. And
Right.
he couldn't, he didn't like rejection too well. He couldn't take the rejection, y'all. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the system. It was the system that failed him.
You know what? And now, I'm gonna just leave it at this, man. I'm not gonna say which movie, but in one of those movies, he's justified for his actions.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I don't see duly know that because I'm gonna look out for
yeah.
that justification. Yeah. But thank you for indulging me. Yeah, but that's what it was though. It was a system though. It was a system, you guys. Let the record show. That's what I truly believe that. I truly believe
Right.